Hey guys, Rob Cushing again from the Better Claim Music blog. How's it going? Awesome to see you on here, and thanks for watching this video. If you find it of value, please be sure to share it and leave comments below. Reach out to me. I have my contact info embedded in the description, along with the original blog post link that I'm talking about here. And I'm going to kind of deviate from my usual business, band stuff type thing today, and I want to touch on the subject about. And this is something that I've been noticing for years in all, not just in like the scene in like, Boston, New England, what have you, but like all across the country and even international. And it's basically about displaying and like observing proper local band etiquette, okay? And this is the things I'm going to talk about here and the tips I'm going to offer really just, they're helping others and they're going to help you, okay? So basically, this all started, I was reading an article by a guy named Ari Hernstand of Digital Music News. And they have like a list of different things that bands in a local scene just don't seem to get, okay? Some really good points, by the way. Ari Hernstand, if you go to my blog, there's links to follow him on his Twitter accounts. I recommend you do so. Really cool guy, excellent musician, great writer, okay? So anyway, Ari's article got me to thinking about some points of etiquette that bands either choose not to follow because they don't care, or more often than that, it's not that they don't care, may not be. It's just most times bands don't know any better. Okay, and this is something I'd love to hear feedback on. Okay, because obviously everybody's got their opinions about this. Okay. But I just want to give you some proper, I'm just really trying to help you guys here. I don't want to see you blacklisted anywhere or being talked badly about. It's really just common sense for the most part. But just here's some proper, like, for lack of a better term, like behavioral tips. This will avoid getting your band into a bad reputation in your scene or wherever, okay? Or even by other fans, okay? Number one, when you are breaking down after your set, take your stuff off stage and then put your instruments in cases out of the way of the incoming band, okay? Don't be putting your stuff in the cases on stage and then moving it. Get off the stage as soon as you can to allow that next band to come on quickly, okay? So like if you're breaking your drums down and you pack them in the cases on stage while the other band's waiting on you, that's going to earn you some enemies. Really pisses people off. So take your stuff off stage as soon as you can and then break it as best as you're able and safely as you're able. And I know some of those stages can be dark. Take that stuff off stage quickly, get it off to the side, then pack it up. Okay, let that other band in. All right. By the same token, don't stay on stage. No, this is number two. Don't stay on stage to chat with the oncoming band as they're attempting to set up. Okay, and you want to hope that someone's offering the same courtesy as well. Okay. The band that's coming on is doing their utmost best not to be, put on the sound guy's blacklist because, they want to get set up quickly and you're probably not helping, okay? So just stay out of their way. Chat afterwards, okay? You're going to have plenty of time for that chat beforehand. It's good to network. Just don't do it on stage during transition, okay? It is, however, number three, it is awesome to offer to help a band who just finished before you get their gear off stage, but you want to ask first. Don't just grab like the guitarist's $2,000 Les Paul special or whatever and start sauntering off with it. That might start a fight, okay? So ask first. But most bands are going to be like, oh, that's so awesome, thanks so much. So yeah, if you can help to get them off it, I'm sure they'd appreciate it, okay? But ask first. All right, next item. Don't get all uppity with a club, about money if it's like your first few gigs there, okay? Or if you didn't draw that many people, okay? Don't cop an attitude. Basically, look at this, guys. Get a following. Get them to your show. Fill the place, okay? Have good songs. Don't be jerks. And then you can start talking about charging. I mean, like, really negotiating the nitty-gritty about charging, okay? But don't make it a big deal if you're, like, new to a club and you haven't really proven yourself yet, okay? Another thing. If you are playing with, this is kind of more of a, not like a behavioral thing, but it's more like a promotion thing. If you're playing within, like, say, a 10-15 mile radius of, like, 2 or more gigs within a 2-week period, it's too much saturation for that area, okay? And you're going to have, what's going to happen is you're going to end up having people stop coming to your shows, you know? Now this is kind of more for the original band side. Cover bands, I can kind of see where that works, okay? But I'm speaking from the aspect of original singer-songwriter bands, what have you, okay? Again, if you're playing within 10, 15 mile radius, 2 or more gigs within a 2-week period, too much saturation for that area, okay? And now, obviously, you do want to start playing out as many places as possible in the area, but use that time to get your live chops down, okay? Then you don't want to dilute your audience by playing too often in the same area, okay? Ari Herrnstein actually states in his article, if you can try to promote like a bigger show every 6 to 8 weeks, do it. So that, because if that way you're going to actually come across better to the clubs, and it's going to show you can pack the place, okay? So try not to saturate too much, space things out a little bit, you know, just be smart about it, okay? Ari did mention something else in this article, and I kind of differ with him on this. He said not to bother touring until you can figure out how to get a crowd at each place you're going to. I'm really on the fence about that one, because I'm more of the leaning that you should just get out on tour and get your fans as you get them, then worry about the next time you go back there how to build that fan base up, okay? There's kind of a fine line. I'm going to talk about that in a future video about touring and stuff, because there's some really cool things I wish I'd known back in the day that I know now, and some stuff I think would really be with you as well. So anyway, we'll talk about touring in another video coming up. Okay, another promotions thing, all right? Spread out your promotions amongst all various social media sites, okay? I'm going to talk about that in another blog article as well. I actually have already, but I'll film a video about it too, okay? You want to spread out your promotions amongst as many different social media platforms as possible. Don't just rely on Facebook or Twitter alone, okay? You need to be present on as many social media sites as possible, and don't rely on one, okay? Especially if that particular social media site, never say never, especially if that social media site tanks, okay, and you go down with the ship. So you don't put all your eggs in one basket. You want to spread, and that's going to get you the biggest, widest possible audience anyway, okay? So spread out that promotions on various social media sites, okay? Back to dealing with the club owners. Be humble with the club owners. Be nice, but be persistent, okay? And I'll give you an example. I had one club that was extremely hard to break into in Cambridge, in the Boston area in particular. This was years ago. So what I did was I sent in my band's press kit, okay? And I literally called 2 to 3 times a week for 4 months before I got offered a show there. My persistence paid off, but I was always polite, quick, and to the point, and I always appreciated the owner's time, okay? You need to as well. So that's my recommendation for you, okay? Be persistent, but be humble, be nice, be polite, and be appreciative of their time, okay? You're not the only one who's banging down their door, but, keep tapping on it, you know what I'm saying? All right. And here's another thing, and I know some people have very varying opinions on this, depending on what type of act you're in or, who you are. And I know some bands don't care about how they look on stage, but guys, for the most part, it really does matter. I'm not saying don't dress yourself up as something you're not, but you're putting on a show. To some effect, you need to look the part, okay? Have fun with it. But, don't be the guy who shows up at every gig with cargo shorts and a New England Patriots jersey, especially when the rest of the band agreed that they're going to conform their image to a certain way. There's a particular bass player I know, if he's watching, I'm not going to name your name, but it's a particular bass player I know is watching this. He knows I'm aiming this one his way. So just be all in agreement with your band, okay? Don't try to be something you're not, but just conform to, have some type of image, all right? You are selling yourself, you're selling your band. We've gotten to that before about if you're selling out or not. If you're providing a good product and you're having fun with it, no, it's not selling out. But anyway, so I just wanted to throw that tidbit out. And then, okay, so this is the big one. Hands down, without a doubt, etched in stone, the most important thing you could do to support your scene, and in turn, it's going to support your band is this, okay? Support the other bands in your scene, okay? Don't trash them, even if you don't like them musically or personally, okay? It doesn't behoove you to trash them, all right? Um, be the ones at the front of the stage cheering them on when they're performing. Be cool to their fans. Go to their shows even if you're not playing that night, and because you want them to do the same thing to you, and it's just going to create a great scene and a great bond for you guys. Oh, yeah, and do not ever load out past the stage while they're playing. That's bad etiquette, guys. Okay? Do it before they're playing or wait till after. Okay? If they're putting on a show, think about it. You guys are up there and you're putting on a show and you see like the band is just like, it's distracting and it's just like, it's kind of a dickhead move. Sorry to say, but it is. All right? You know, basically, Ari sums it up best in his article where he says, go out of your way to help others in the scene. It will eventually come back around. Okay, that's so true. All right. Again, I hope this video helped for some of you guys to see the light. And I know I missed a ton more stuff for those of you seeing this, so you know, feel free to reach out to me. My contact info is in the description at the bottom. You know, you can leave a comment. And you know, it's based on some of the feedback. Maybe I'll do a later video on that. I can add on to this, okay? And let me leave you with this, okay? Call to action for you, all right? We have a really kick-ass way that I'm involved in right now with the music and marketing business. It is a kick-ass way of taking your band, your music business, your traditional business to an entirely new level, okay? This has the potential to like free up not only your time, but your finances as well. And this will like really empower your music career, okay? If you do it right, you work with me directly and you do it consistently, you're going to find out some talents and abilities that you had that you didn't know you had, okay? All this while being able to break free from, you know, like the confines of a job like I did, and be able to follow your music passions full time. You know, if this sounds interesting to you, awesome. You can go one of two ways. I have a link below to lock arms with me right now. It's starting at $25. We can get you started today. If you still have some questions or a little hesitant, you can hop on my subscriber list and find out more about that. That link's also at the bottom. And again, you can reach out to me, contact me, let me know. Okay, so that's about it, guys. So once again, Rob Cushing here from the Better Claim Music Blog, and I hope you found the tips that I gave you regarding some proper band etiquette when dealing with other bands in the scene, the people's fans, your own fans, club owners. Okay, this is going to go a long way to help you. Okay, so just take it to heart, have fun with it, and take action on it. All right. Once again, that's about it. Take care. Talk to you guys soon.